Discretion is advised.
If you just know you're that girl,
yeah,
you just have no choice but to be that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
What if you don't wake up feeling like that girl? How do you be that girl?
You need to go back to sleep and wake back up again so you can feel like that girl.
There you have the child. That's why I feel like I'm the T. I feel like I'm the T because I work at being the T. Like, no shade. I'm not the T just because a bunch of bitches like me and live for me because we all homegirls. I'm the T because I'm the motherfucking T. And that's just sad. I mean, that's just what it is. People legit in the world love to live for foolishness. Love to live for foolishness. Love to live for your bald head homegirl that just bald head whole shit. It's clear that I'm working at being the C, so girl, let me be the C. Like, give me that, give me my flowers.
Welcome to Tegan Naturals, an all-natural organic company that is dedicated to helping people love the skin they're in. Are you one of many who suffers from sensitive, dry, damaged, or irritated skin? You've also probably spent years and a ton of money on so many different products. Well, look no further because Tegan Naturals is here to alleviate that pain with our all-natural organic ingredients. We believe in creating the right products that promote healthy and beautiful skin naturally. We currently offer lip balms and now in hair oil that leave your skin feeling rejuvenated, healthy, moist, and glowing. If you are ready for your skin to say thank you, then make the switch to Tegan Naturals.
Any color, big or small, Tegan Naturals covers them all. Everyone deserves healthy, beautiful, vibrant, and nourishing skin. Naturally. Visit the Tegan Naturals Instagram page for more.
Oh yeah, baby, you see it. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you, I promise. It's your boy Ike. What's up, y'all? Look, chasing Atlanta is something I've actually been doing since I hit the ATL soil. It's just in me. Every time I looked in your eyes, I saw the best thing ever happened in my life. It's all second nature to me. This is just what it looked like. And you know, it's looking kind of good. So, of course, I could start this thing off by saying Wheel of Fortune winner, sock brand owner, recording artist, songwriter, iTunes chart, syndicated radio, Fox Soul Out Loud with Claudia Jordan, Kanye West ATL pop-up choir. All of it is cute and really good. And I do give myself flowers, you know. But everybody knows your resume gets you there, but it's your character that keeps you in the game. I am a 33-year-old tastemaker from a small town called Donaldsonville, Louisiana. I've always been somewhat of a big fish in a small pond, but I never let that stop me from dreaming huge. So in 2015, I packed it all up and I headed to ATL because I knew it was this mecca for young black excellence and I wanted a piece of the pie. I smash on these niggas with my badass. K-Star, what up? Fuck it, let me show these niggas what they mad at. I wanted to rub shoulders with celebrities, you know. I wanted to make a name for myself too. About 4 years ago, I made my transition here from cover singer to recording artist, and my song Wish You Were Here has kind of been the gift that just keeps on giving. Although I've only recorded a few songs in my short career, I do pride myself in working smarter and not harder. That's just one of my biggest flexes.
Our community really needs you. Oh, you feel what I'm saying? Nobody makes music like that.
I am a singer. I'm an actual singer. That's what I do. I do it because people ask me to, they like it, and I think I do a pretty good job at it. Yo, I wasn't gonna say shit, but I want me some Marley J. He give me here top, but I'm wondering if he could take. Man, Oliver's so thick, I always wanted to hit, but I don't think none of y'all ATL freaks could take this bomb-ass dick, so let me... Sometimes I do dig into my rapper bag, but that's just to flex my creative muscle. You know, I'm not a rapper at all, but I am a poet and I know it. And you may have heard that on ATL Freaks, which is a remix to Young Miami's Rap Freaks. Now, what made me do it? I just wanted to name drop some of the people that I respect on the ATL scene. You know, I wanted to call out positions. I wanted to be a little freaky, cause a little conversation. And that's the main difference, though, between Ike and Array. It's like one wears the halo, the other wears the horns. Ike is who you'll meet when you see him. Ike is quiet, he's humble, charming, graceful, kind of shy, very responsible, really a true Southern gentleman. Now, Array, that's the risk taker. Array might tell you how big his what's-the-name is and what piece of furniture he wants you hanging from, but that just comes with the territory, the artistry, you know? It's your boy Ike, and I am chasing Atlanta. Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, honey. Yes, God. I am here, queer, and trying to be everywhere. So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, honey. Okay. And to go a step further, tap the notification bell. That way that ass will be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. That's right, y'all. I am back and in full effect, honey. Hello, God. And let me just say this real quick. The first interview of the year. I didn't realize it until I was scrolling down my videos the other day. So shout out to Ike for joining the doll, honey. Hello, God, from G Status, where we all got to know him from, and where we're continuing to get to know him and his amazing growth. Here tonight, we have the amazing Ike Array, honey. Hello, God. Hey.
Look, what an introduction. Thank you so much for having me, YB. I gotta admit, I'm kind of starstruck because you know you're one of my favorite reviewers. So just to be here sharing this energy with you, it means a lot. So thank you for having me.
Stop, Charles. Stop. I do have a real question real quick, honey. Okay, real serious question. So at the intel of the intro, you said that, so I don't know, I don't want to speak to Ike in this moment. Let me speak to Array, honey. Come forth, Array. Hallelujah. Step into the court of truth and justice, honey. So hypothetically speaking, what piece of furniture would I be hanging from?
Let's see. You know, so many options. You know, I got a nice coffee table. So I could kind of envision a coffee table. Some coffee table play.
Coffee tables now. Yes, God, it better be a strong, sturdy one, honey. I'm losing weight, but I'm still one of the big girls. Okay.
I love it.
And I do appreciate you being here with me this evening. Thank you so much.
Of course.
We had an opportunity. It was a while back, though. It was like, I think you joined a live I was doing a while back, and we did have a moment of, you know, to conversate. And just from there, like, I've just really enjoyed your energy. And, you know, I was like, you know what, who better to have on right now than you? So, again, I do appreciate you taking out the time to sit down with me. Everyone knows I've been under the weather for like the past week. So that's a long time in the YouTube world, child. So, but it feels good. I feel renewed in my spirit. And what better way to bring that energy forth than to bring Ike, also known as Array, to the table of life. Okay.
Good. Thank you. And I'm glad you're doing better too.
Thank you so much. Shout out to the chat. I do appreciate you guys for joining in, honey. Hello, God. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are all here, bitch. Okay. I will, if you guys have any questions for Ike throughout this, I will do my very best to get to them. All right. And for the newcomers that are here to gag over Ike, child, welcome, bitch. Don't be afraid to subscribe and like, honey. All right. So, because, you know, we all know who you are, but there may be some people that don't know who you are, and where we all got a chance to get to know you from. So before we get into where you're at now with your transition into the chasing reality space, would you mind speaking a little bit about your full experience with G Status?
Yes. Wow. Yeah. So G Status 2019. I remember stumbling across the platform on YouTube in 2018, I think it was. I had saw the first season. I had a really laid back job and I was looking for things to watch while, you know, during downtime. Loved the show. And I already had Cameron, who was my friend, on Chasing Atlanta. So I was like, what is this G Status thing? Loved the show. It kept me laughing my ass off. So I was like, maybe I could do this. So at the time, I was looking for ways to kind of expand my reach when it came down to my business and my music. So I was like, let me just try to audition for it. And I did just that. Got the call back that I had been casted. And you know, I was a cast member, you know. Did I know it was going to end up what it ended up? No. You know, I thought I was going to be kind of broadcasting in the light I am now and Chasing Atlanta. But at one point, it just became about drama, scandals, false narratives, and kind of like imaginary portrayals. You know what I'm saying? If y'all remember, it was the whole storyline about me being a hoe and super flirtatious and leading people on, none of which are true. And that kind of, and I guess the karma of it all, it kind of backfired in the producer's face, and we did not see it come to completion. And that pretty much wraps up my G status experience, you know. And today we're still waiting on episode 10. So
that's another thing I was going to ask you, and I don't know if you've ever spoke on this before, but I am, and I'm sure the viewers also are interested to know, is there anything that you can tell us that we didn't get a chance to see that was probably supposed to play out during the unfinished season of the show that Child Please?
Yeah, definitely. Episode 10 was actually going to be a good episode. You know, I think from what I remember, I thought I had some shit to say, but I don't forgot.
Oh, child, not they're not memorable, honey. Oh, girl, the shade.
But pretty much a lot of loose ends, kind of like it was a lot of bridging the gap. I remember me and Roman, we actually talked. It was his first time kind of saying to my face that he had a problem with me. And I was like, oh, okay, whole time I didn't even know you. You know what I'm saying? We never had a conversation. So can we at least talk about that? Like, what's that about? So we talked about it. We ended up hugging it out. Tramel had a moment. I just don't. I don't remember. I thought I remember.
It was many moons ago.
many moons ago. And word on the street, I kind of have some intel. It's still coming out. It's coming out soon. You know, confessionals are being done as we speak. I think.
Ooh. They better be the confessionals down to the Catholic Church, child, to tell the priest all the sins they've committed against humanity, girl, and all the lies and fallacies, girl. Whatever, child. We'll believe it when we see it, honey. Before Jesus went and came back, child, came back for some stragglers, and they still weren't ready.
Hey,
child.
Hey,
but that's just my personal opinion. Now, ending it with the whole, G status situation. Could you speak a little bit about, were you even present at the taping of the reunion?
I was, yes. I was present for all 30 to 45 minutes. From what I remember, I didn't get much of a chance to speak, but I did perform. I opened it up with a performance. And what I remember about it is that every single thing that was asked to a cast member, he would kind of insert himself in some way, even if it had nothing to do with him, and it kind of got on everybody's nerves. And I think he started taking like some cheap shots at Devon. And I was sitting 2 chairs down from Devon, so I saw Devon kind of trying to ignore it and kind of just kind of keep his cool. But it was something that was said that made him just erupt. And he took some books and threw it at Ford, and people were rushing the stage, and it was crazy.
Well, allegedly, when there are snowflakes and Jack Frost is in the goddamn building, girl, and you're sitting around here, taking the hits of Life Child with dollar bills, honey, you're bound to lose your fucking mind.
Hey,
girl.
Hey.
Speaking of, and again, ending it here with the whole G status conversation, because I don't want to keep pressing on that. Is anybody from the cast that you still have a good relationship with now?
I have a good relationship with Tramel still. We are very cordial. We talk not regularly, but we still talk. Me and Sherrod. I love Sherrod.
He's in the building. Shout out to Sherrod.
Oh, what's up, Sherrod? And me and Devon, we're not as close as we used to be, but that's pretty much it. That's it.
Oh, one more G-Stats question. I apologize. In your opinion, from your perspective again, because I'm sure there are many elements and factors to why the demise of in my opinion, it is the entire brand. But for argument's sake, we'll just say that particular season. What do you think was the demise of the show? And real quick, before you answer, I'm going to tell you what I thought it was. Once we started on that bullshit with Delicious, I felt like that's when we started to see the trickle effect of them trying to clean up and save face, because of all the backlash. But what's your perspective?
You know what? I don't know if that had anything to do with it, because that was kind of, what's the word I want to use? It was sensationalized in a sense. Even though it really happened, I think at some point, Delicious, this was the thing with the producer at the time. If you didn't play by his rules, he had a way of editing you to look crazy. So a lot of us had to walk on eggshells, you know, just to make sure that we were the favorite of the week. You know, if we weren't the favorite of the week, he had a way of making us look crazy. So I think at one point, Delicious had done something that had gone against production, and they took something in like a molehill and made it out of a mountain. I think that's how you say that. But I think the demise, in my opinion, oh God, it was just corrupt. Like the producer at the time, he was corrupt. You know,
Corruption, honey.
I think it was just that karma coming back. You know how he treated some of the people in production, how he treated his cast members, how he treated people. I don't know. It was karma. Karma was just doing her thing.
Wow.
You know what? Well deserved.
I just, you know, it just kind of sucks too, because I really did enjoy that platform at one point or another. But I always tell people, when you have children running a show, you don't have logical minds, you know, that are going to prevail at the end of the day. A lot of personal shit's going to take over. You're going to try to, you know, do things that you shouldn't do. But child, neither here nor there, girl. Let us say a prayer over the ashes of the show. Amen. We're done. Girl, please. It is moving on. Yes, ma'am. All right, so transitioning over to Chasing Atlanta. Let me tell you why I'm very excited that you got another opportunity, because I believe you were starting to become a fan favorite in G Status. And because of its unfinished season, we didn't really get in the drama that enveloped that entire season. We didn't get a chance to get to know you the way we wanted to. So this, I feel like, is a reprisal of Ike, Hello God. And I think a lot of people are, you know, excited about that. Coming into this, although you had prior experience, the energy that you serve is very veteran.
Wow.
You're mixing in well. You're holding your own. You're not picking sides, choosing sides. I feel like you're really grounded in who you are, and we're getting an opportunity to really see you in the space that you probably want to end up in, right? Yeah. Because you said earlier briefly about, you know, you thought you were going to be shown this way on Chasing Atlanta, the way you should have been shown during G Status. So you are partially, at least somewhat, pleased with your portrayal?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like I am getting my just due. And, you know, I was unsure at first, because I'm like, coming on this, I don't know who's going to be welcoming. I don't know who's going to be like, you know, hazing the new people in a way, you know, like you on our shit, you know, you kind of got to be initiated into the group. But it shockingly, it was none of that. So once I kind of gelled with people off camera, you know, and just genuinely getting to know people, I think it became easier for me to fit in. So, yeah, I had a great transition. And I think the way that I've been shown is what I expected, like I said, to be shown in G Status. So from the production to the all of the moving parts, like, I couldn't have asked for like a better experience. I'm enjoying watching myself as a viewer as well.
You are a treat. Hello God.
Thank you.
A treat. Yes, buddy. Yes. I know that's right. So you obviously came prepared. I feel like you did this season. A lot of the newbies came, saw, and conquered. I feel like this season, every episode, I feel like you guys are pushing forward more than the veterans of the actual platform itself. You guys are showing and you're chasing, and I'm definitely here for that. And I just wanted to say congratulations to you, because I do feel like this is your chance. This is your moment to show the kids what you can really do and what you're really about. So, and I'm glad.
Thank you so much.
So I have a question. Where are you and Willa at right now?
You know, I can't say that because I can't speak to it because a lot of people are wondering. You know, there's still a half a season to go, so stay tuned. I hate giving the political answers, but I don't want to spoil the suspense. You know.
And I appreciate you stating that there's more than a half a season to go, because that just confirms my thoughts that the season is going to extend longer than usual. So I thank you for that too.
Exclusive. He's good at his job, y'all. That's why he's one of my favorites.
I appreciate it, honey. I kind of figured it because, like, I heard it in the wind a while ago that there was going to be upwards of about 15 episodes this season, but I didn't really believe it because I was like, child. But now that we see how these episodes are done, I know Dario and the team got a lot of footage.
They got a lot of stuff.
To dedicate an hour, because at first I was mad at the time length of these episodes, child. Like, I feel like they're too long. But when I started seeing every episode more than an hour long, I said, you know what? That means the season's going to be extended because he got a lot of footage.
He got a lot of stuff. And everything he got was great. Like, this is arguably, not even if that I'm on it, but arguably the hardest working, most creative, talented group of an ensemble cast on web reality, like, that I've seen. Like, everything is great.
I said it in my last review. I have no choice but to say that. Like, I've seen other platforms. I've paid attention. I've been in this realm for quite a while. And this is arguably the best season of any web series I've ever seen.
Wow. That's
it's hitting. And the numbers don't fucking lie either. Like, that last one, I believe on day 2 or 3, it was already damn near at 80,000 views. Like,
that's crazy.
And it's only going to grow from there. So I'm here for that. So in this scene where you are at your sock launch, first of all, can you clear the tee up? Was that your home or was that an Airbnb situation?
No, that was definitely an Airbnb, and I didn't really understand the feedback. Like, people were like, "Oh, that's an Airbnb," and in my head, I'm like, "Okay, I never said it was my house," and I thought that you literally rent Airbnbs out when you want to have a gathering. So I thought that was the purpose. So I didn't understand why people were kind of clowning me because I had the $400 to throw away on one night. So I didn't get it. Yeah, that was not my place.
Mad ass bitches. I actually made statements in the earlier episodes that I liked the idea that you guys are, this is Georgia. A lot of times have changed now, financially speaking, when it comes to rent prices and all these different things. But you can make beautiful things happen for a cute piece of coin if you're willing to go there. And so I definitely commend all of you for securing these venues and these Airbnbs to give us a nice experience. We're not in the fucking trap houses of life, girl, serving fucking crack to motherfucking, what's the homegirl's name, honey? Miss Wanda, girl, looking for the life child. Because I remember that one season, honey, that won't be named, honey. We was in the projects, girl, fighting crack fiends off of our cars.
Woo!
Where the girls were getting jumped in the back rooms of life. And there was no electricity, girl. They tried to blind us, but they had those lanterns going from Party City, bitch.
Hey.
Let's tell the truth.
And another thing about that specifically, as we actually saw the episode, I didn't want that shit to be going on in my apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was actually good that I did rent out an Airbnb. Perfect.
I feel like that's the way to go, especially when, let's be honest here, I don't think we're all living that 50 grand life anyway. You don't really want people in your personal space like that. And like we said before, girl, we want our security deposits back when our lease is up. And because you trampled your mud on my carpets, girl, we don't have time for that.
Exactly.
So I would rather you do that somewhere else where I've already paid a deposit for the cleanup crew to come in. Hello, God.
Exactly. Hello, God.
Did you expect Dario to have the strength of gay Thor and the speed of a disappearing Eric James candle when he whisked you away when you and Willa got into it?
I did not expect that. And I'll say this, even Cameron, I didn't even realize until I watched the episode that it was on Dario. I thought it was only Cameron. I didn't like it when it happened because it gives off the impression that I would have gone at her in some physical manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, please don't hold me back on the platform that averages 1.5 million viewers every season for those people to say that I was going to hit this girl. So yeah, it definitely wasn't giving that.
Now, let me ask you this question. In your mind, though, in that moment, it did come off as if, you know, a physical altercation was about to take place. And let me be honest with you, I couldn't blame you because Willa in that moment, like I said in my review, turned into William, bitch. And you don't know who you getting, honey, with the girls these days. But in your mind, in the moment, did you think, okay, if this does turn physical, if I do put my hands on her, I could possibly be canceled?
Didn't think about it because I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't expect it to happen. I didn't expect it to happen. And you know, yeah, I didn't expect it to happen.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, and you don't have to agree with me. Everyone can be their own person, but I feel like man, woman, dog, cat, child, bitch, the retarded, the elderly, the handicapped girl. If you step to me, you can get all of this work. That's how I feel, especially if I'm defending myself.
Yeah.
And the kids are going irate. In that scene, though, I could understand, but we weren't there to see the totality of what took place from beginning to end. So it did come off a little crazy. From your perspective, like what wasn't shown, why the kids were so fired the hell up?
You know, the crazy part is being in the room, like seeing it on TV. I was like, God damn, this is much more high energy than you know, being in the moment. So it didn't seem like all of that was going on. It really didn't seem that what's the word I want to use? Chaotic. It really didn't. Like I don't even remember her coming up to me. I don't.
Sorry, these planes, child, they're loud.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, because the way the whole scene was captured, child, someone was crying in the corner, child, tucked into the corner of life. Someone's car got hit, bitch. They done drunk all your shit and ran out the damn house. I said, hell no, girl. You can't be just snatching all the drinks, bitch, and just getting the fuck on. And had the door open. That's how I knew it really wasn't your place, because you black and you from the South, bitch. Y'all ain't finna be carrying on my door open like that.
Close my door. AC. Right.
Girl, please. So, good event, by the way. Let me ask you this question. I said this in my review. Did you pay attention to previous shows and be like, you know what, I got to make sure the kids are fed and the drinks are flowing, honey, and that the girls have gift bags?
No, I didn't pay attention. That's just how I come, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna have an event, I'm gonna make sure they're fed. One of my good friends, she has a catering business, so I been wanting a reason to support her, so I got her to cater some food. I bought like 36 bottles of wine from Kroger, Trader Joe's, wherever, and yeah, I made those gift bags myself. So yeah, it was just, you know, I'm from Louisiana, hospitality.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. He said that's just how he come, honey. Were there more chicken wings than what we saw? Because Kendra acted like she was scared because to take one, so she only took one, child. She didn't get a plate. She took one.
No, they had a lot of food. I took so much food home. Yeah.
Well, you know, most of the girls were bottoming that night, so they didn't want to take no plates home, child.
Can't relate. You know, can't relate. Got it. Okay.
Wings, honey, that have been dipped in the sauce of life, run through a bottom, honey, and it's not cute.
Wow.
They probably snatched your wine though, didn't they?
They did. You know, I think everybody was able to take a bottle of wine home too. Production.
Okay, child, we from the South, and sometimes our hospitality is too hospitable, honey.
Yeah.
Y'all bitches can have a gift bag, honey, but y'all are not going to take all my wine.
Taking my wine.
You have the receipt, right? I'll return all this shit back to Kroger and get my money back immediately, honey. The hell.
I'm not going to lie. When I got home, I was like, damn, I wish I would have had some of that wine. I still took home like 5 bottles, but
okay. Yeah,
I wish I would have had a little more.
So you're a wine drinker? You prefer wine over liquor?
I do.
That's grown and that's sexy.
That's me.
Wine takes you there. What kind of wine do you like?
I like Riesling, but I'm trying to venture into my reds, but I don't really like red.
Okay.
Like Riesling, Moscato, or Pinot Grigio.
Okay. Have you ever been to a wine tasting?
Only one time. My first year in Georgia.
Okay. Cheese and all that stuff.
Had all of the cheese, all of the crackers, all of the charcuterie boards. Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, all right. Did you meet with a Sauvignon?
What's that?
It's the wine expert. They.
Yes, she was there. Yeah. So that's pretty much like the host.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're like knowledgeable about wines and stuff and how to taste it and all that stuff.
It was a nice event. Like we had bow ties on and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're really nice. I've only been on one many moons ago. It was in the projects. They tried, girl. It didn't work out. So I need to go to a girl. They had cheese whiz and shit and Ritz crackers. I said, girl, what the hell is this? This is some hood ass shit. No, God, girl, give my $15 back. Shit, no man, Ritz crackers and whiz cheese whiz. I'm not 9 years old. Child, please. All right, so moving on. So besides Aaron Thomas and Cameron, because we know you know them, we've seen you grouped up heavily with them. Was there anyone else you knew before coming into Chasing Atlanta?
I knew of Rico Cassadine. We had met, but we didn't have a relationship to where we talked. Dominique, I had met a few times, high and by in passing. Who else is on this show, child?
You want me to run down the list? Okay. Jay Amore?
Yes, in passing, high and by.
Okay. Kendra?
I had met Kendra and Wayne at a party for Divine and at a We Were Born. I think We Were Born had something too. So I had met them twice.
Okay.
And that's it. That's it.
Okay. So, I mean, you know, you mentioned this earlier. You thought you were going to have some apprehension on, you know, seeing what the kids were going to be giving to the new guy coming into their space from another space, a toxic space.
Okay.
Okay. Did you have any? Who were the people you thought you might not mix well with?
Oliver.
That was the bitch. He was the first person on my brain when I asked the question.
Really? Yeah. I'm trying to see if that was the only person.
And why? Can you elaborate on that feeling?
Just because of his personality, you know. He has a very, well, seemingly as a viewer, like a maternal instinct over the platform. So I almost felt like I would have had to be initiated in some way. You know what I'm saying?
She's the mother hen of the group.
Exactly. You know, had to get approval or go through a process, but no, it was very easy. And you know, I don't think he had his. I think it probably would have been different if he had like his crew, if the Laurens and the Qs. You know, it might have been a whole clicked up type of thing. But I think because he was kind of by himself this season, he was more open. And I don't know him, so I can't say that. But it was none of that.
So you and him have never had an opportunity this season to kind of have a one-on-one moment with each other?
Not quite. Now we've hung out. You'll see in the cabins. I can say that now. And outside of filming, it's been a situation where me, him, Cameron, and Cassadine have gone out to eat and stuff like that. But never just a one-on-one. Oliver is he's hard to get to know as a friend because I feel like he's closed off. I said this to him recently. He's closed off. I reached out to him because he had a death in the family. I feel like he has such a tough exterior that, you know, he's kind of wary about letting people in for real. So.
How do you feel about his music?
Oh, I think he is amazing. I think he's very, very talented, very lyrical.
Would you ever collaborate?
I would.
I like seeing you in that space. That episode with you and Rico Cassadine working on that really, really deep number, child. I was like, damn, I don't really collaborate with people like that. And you even said it in the episode yourself.
Yeah.
Was it just the song itself, and you were like, you know what, I have no choice?
No, I had a choice because people are not good enough. You know, people are just not good enough. That's why I don't collab.
Tell the truth.
And guess what? I had told Rico no, like many times. He's asked for a collab, and I'm not gonna say many times, but he's asked me for a collab a few times before, and I just was like, you know, no. But that was before I had a chance to even like do a deep dive into his work. But I let him convince me to send over a reference track, and when he heard it, I was like, this ain't the typical Rico, you know, high energy, shake your ass on the track. He was actually talking about something, and I heard the soulfulness of it. So I'm like, okay, it has potential for me to get on here and add to it. So I said yes.
Really beautiful work.
Thank you.
A really deep song. That's what I love about music is you can have the club bangers, you can have the shake your ass, but when you bring that substance, that soul, that in-depth kind of feeling to music, and you put a piece of the real you in it, and just a little bit, you don't gotta oversaturate the kids with your personal bullshit, but it humanizes you, and that makes people really fall in love with not just your music, but you as an individual as well.
I agree.
And that's one thing I have to say about you and your music. Like, Wish You Were Here, I feel like was that main introduction to people just getting into your soul and your spirit, and heavily relatable because, child, a death of a relationship, it resonates heavily with many people, especially in our world.
Thank you for that.
So, appreciate y'all for giving what y'all give. Across the other spaces of the platform of Chasing, you have Chasing Dallas, Chasing LA. They also feature musicians. Anybody that you've seen that you wouldn't mind collaborating with?
Definitely Carrie D and Lyndon.
Yes, I love them.
Love them.
Very talented individuals.
Who else does music? I don't want you to call out names and I say no.
Also, the good ones. How about the good ones? Kendra, would you do a track with Kendra?
Okay.
Yeah, it could be across all Chasing reality platforms.
All of them. Yeah, I would do a song with Kendra. I would do a song with Rico with a K.
Rico with the K needs to do a song with Rico with the K, because we're Top Talk. We've been waiting on that since the beginning of The Land Before Time, bitch.
Hey, I'm trying to pull it out of him too. Like I'm a part of the begging committee with bitch. Drop that shit.
Period. Like, get it. Let's get it. Because I feel like if you wait too long, especially if you're going to use tracks that you made those 2 years ago, it's going to sound dated.
I'm gonna say
that's the fear.
What I'll say is that I've heard it.
Is it good?
Yeah, and I don't even like rap music. It's amazing. It's gonna be worth the wait. I'll say that.
Did he really do what he said he was gonna do? Did he roll it with the adult entertainment boys? Did they smoke him?
What's that? The adult entertainment. Hold on, I'm losing you.
I live next to an airport, so
okay.
These fucking planes are always interfering with my greatness, child. He explained what his. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. In the prior episode, Rico was explaining how he wanted to roll out the album, and I know I'm interviewing you, not him, but I just found it interesting what he said he wanted to do for it by having the adult entertainment boys look like they're rolling him up and smoking him, and that's how he's relating at the Top Talk.
Oh, as far as what the album cover?
Yeah.
I got it over there. Hold on, let me see.
Ooh, child, can we get an exclusive? Child, you better not reveal Rico with the K's work, child, before he does. No, God. We'll do that backstage.
No, it's kind of... Oh, okay.
They rolled him up and smoked him, child.
I don't have a comment. I thought.
Okay, that's, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Let's not do that. Let's not crash that boy's party, child. But shout out with Rico with the K, and I'm glad things are in fruition. Things are physical, they're tangible. We can touch them. Hello, God. So let's get to it, Rico. And the reason I press you, bitch, is because I see it for you. Okay. Hallelujah.
Shout out to Rico.
Ariel, do you keep up with her music over in Chasing Dallas?
I do keep up with her music. I like her music. I don't think we need to collab, but I do enjoy her music.
Okay. What about, did you see Kesey? I know he really wasn't a cast member in that last season, but he's a phenomenal rapper, in my opinion.
That's who Carrie D bought on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten enough of him, but I'm okay. I'm okay on that.
Okay. And who else?
That's it. Let's just keep it there.
Yeah, child, because I don't really... I'm trying to think, but I can't really. So if I left anybody, I apologize. See, this is why we don't do stuff like that, because we don't want the girls to get offended, child.
Forgot somebody.
Sorry, girl. All right, I'm also known as the judge, child. Okay, at the Queen's Supreme Courts of all the land, honey. And this is part of that moment where I have to open up the court, child. Hello, God.
Yikes.
Of truth and justice. So the kids have you on trial, honey. Hello, God. You are on trial for extreme Flirtiana behaviors.
Oh my God.
Hello, God. With the intention of gooping the girls.
Wow.
How do you plead?
I plead not guilty on all counts, all charges.
Now, I know I said I was done with the whole G status situation, but bringing up the rhetoric situation, we briefly did talk about that. And then seeing these things play out with Drew Friday in this season, child, people are going to start to see, well, at least they're going to believe they're seeing a pattern of behaviors. So do you think, at least from a viewer's perspective, and I know you're watching everything play back as well, do you see where people can say you may be a little over flirtatious and that you're the one to blame for why the girls' hearts are ruined?
Absolutely not. And you know, if I can just speak on this current season, you know, it's crazy that you said, can I see where they would believe? I like how you worded that. What have
I'm
you
Barbara
seen,
Walters, honey.
have you seen me say anything on this current season?
It's okay. It's not about saying, but your vibe. Let me tell. How do you have the girls laying down cheek fur on a stage, child, with their pussy leaked open? You were serenading the girls with Trey songs, honey.
While I was performing, I do that at all of my shows.
That's true.
I do that at all of my shows. To man, woman, boy, and girl. I do. That's Array. Array is gonna reach out and touch the audience, especially if he's singing Trey songs. Array will touch the audience because the audience likes to be touched.
We all like to be touched.
Hey.
Shout out to Amarion, honey. Touch. Yes. Okay, I'm you know, I've always had your back when it comes to that because I'm from the South too. And I've had not relationships, but friendships or, you know, that kind of vibe with certain particular people where it was just really just kidding around and just being, you know, minor, giving you a little bit of life real quick, honey. You know what I'm saying? Being a sunshine on your rainy day, bitch. You get me. Don't take it too far. But I feel like Drew Friday really took it far, and you also proved a lot of different things throughout this time. Shout out to that video that you uploaded then deleted, child, and on that the Liana T on that end, on her end. But when it comes to the relationship, I'm like, damn, like every episode. But to your face, has she called you her husband?
Yes, she has.
Oh,
she has. And you know, I laugh it off. Let me just say, this is my. And
you are letting them know that I'm the only one, right? Like this.
Yes. You see, I mean, if they don't get it by now, like we literally dressed alike in this interview.
Period.
If they don't understand, you're the only person who could be like, my man, I don't know what to say. Don't understand it.
You heard it here, guys. Okay, it's been confirmed. So
clear. Definitely mutual. So, but this is my thing on just that whole thing, okay? And the viewers too, I think what the viewers need to realize, we've weaponized that word flirtation, flirty. We've weaponized it as if it means that you want to marry somebody, as if it means like we go into the adoption agency, look for children, we go and meet with a realtor. By definition, intrinsically, I guess I flirt with everybody. Because I've said this in another interview. Anytime, I remember being in on scene with Rico with a K. And he was just looking too good. I was like, damn, Reed, you know, you handsome. Let me get your number, boy. I guess that's flirting. And he said something, slide back, and went on about his day. Anytime T.S. LaKendra comes into a scene and I'm there already, she'd be like, what's up, baby daddy? And of course I'm saying, what's up, baby mama? Give me some love.
Right.
I kiss her on the cheek, kiss her on the neck. And guess what? She go about her business. Those people don't feel the need to go into their damn confessional the next day and be like, my man, work husband, he for me, that's Ike, Big Daddy Ike. So why you doing it? So the whole thing about he flirts back, is it that I flirt back, or is it that I'm just a nice person? If you handsome, I'm gonna tell you handsome. If you beautiful, on that day, I'm gonna tell you beautiful.
Not on that day.
You understand what I'm saying? Like if we had an event and I feel like you look good, I'm gonna compliment you, especially if there probably ain't no other motherfuckers doing it in your life either. Not her specifically.
Oh,
girl. I'm just saying generally. You know what I'm saying? In this community, kindness is so foreign to where when it's exerted, like you take it for something else. And like, girl, I don't like how she allowed that narrow to just be peddled on the after show when, like, girl, we've had conversations. And the crazy thing is, she's asked me to go on a date on the show. And I said, no. I feel like if I would have said yes, that would have been considered leading her on. Like, I'm not leading her on. I'm literally telling her no and that I got a man. And when I told her that me and the guy I was talking to was getting, it was starting to get serious, her response was something along the lines of, oh, well, when I see him at your skate event, I'm going to introduce myself and tell him that I was here first. Like, girl, calm down. Like, come on.
Oh, wow. So she's delusional with it.
Hey, I ain't going to get into adjectives, but hey.
They don't know your address, do it, child. This is some single white female shit.
And that's the thing. Even with the whole rhetoric thing, I have never even met with these people outside of a group ensemble. So to say that I'm like, I've never had any plans. I've never asked nobody on no date. I ain't never asked nobody to come over. Like, y'all are in y'all confessionals going crazy about somebody who's giving y'all compliments when y'all look good.
I mean, is it really that you do have the energy of like pussy wet energy. So the kids are falling over you. You know, she put her, whatever kind of fur that was, child, the Dalmatian that she killed yesterday, child. I don't know what fur that was she laid on the floor. Like anyone that's willing to lay on their fur. Like, wow. I know her dry cleaning bill was crazy.
And what did I do? Walk off the stage?
She snatched her wig off.
And what did I do? Walk off the stage. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, girl,
I hear you.
It's too much. She in interviews talking about, you know how you have a work husband? He's like my work husband. You can say that, but I ain't never said nothing about no damn work wife. So whatever you do is on you. Long as I ain't leading you on and I done told you what it is, whatever you choose to do it from that point on, you know what I'm saying? You got Team Drew who gonna peddle this narrative about Ike being a flirt when Ike don't like none of y'all, then that's on y'all.
Because it picks up the narrative from the previous show. So that's what would make people, like a new viewer or a viewer that's already purviewed to that, it peddles that narrative even further, and that's what makes people believe that shit. It's like, oh, child, Ike is out here gooping the girls and making the girls feel like he's falling in love, and then he just like backs out. He's like the serial Tinder. What is that guy? The Tinder swindler. Out here swindling, taking the girls' wigs and their hair and their fur coats, bitch. No God.
And you know the worst part of that was on episode 2 when we were introduced to Drew. This is the G status curse. This was the worst part of it. When she came on the scene. And in her confessional, now me and her had not even had any words, but on the confessional, she was like, and they got one nigga who fine as fuck. And then the camera cuts to me. All in the live chat, people are saying, oh Lord, here I go again. I'm like, here I go. I'm like, what did I do? I hadn't even said nothing. Like, but that's, like you said, that's that G status shit. Look, I'm doing what I ain't leading nobody on. I ain't interested in nobody.
You just here doing God's work.
Doing God's work. All of these people. And, you know, it's tied to, and I'm not going to get so deep, but I think a part of it is tied to the internal femphobia and or transphobia that's in our community. You get what I'm saying? To where a lot of times films don't get no play. Can't even walk out of their house comfortable in their identity. So it's like when you meet somebody who was like, you find out, oh, he is interested in people who may look like you and he is giving you compliments. maybe you going overboard in your reception of it. Ding ding. Right on time. Ding ding. Hello, guys.
Speaking of Drew Friday, the scene that I coined as legendary is when you're like me. I don't beat around the bush. I'm not going to talk behind your back. If there's an issue in the room, let's address it head on with the person that we have the issue with. So the iconic scene where you decided, and quote me if I'm wrong, let me know if I'm wrong, my bad. You whisked the kids down many hallways, many street corners, because you said, girl, y'all ain't finna fuck up my photo shoot that I'm paying good money for, girl. And this new wine that you got me is not going to be laid off of these people's carpet. Y'all are not going to swallow up my deposit, bitch. Let's walk all the way down yonder to have a conversation, and then out comes Rico Cassadine.
That's crazy.
Because you wanted to draw it to the carpet. Now, Denny Upkins, he's in the comments, and his question is related to this. A lot of people, not me, but a lot of people feel like you may have ambushed Drew Friday. Do you feel that way?
I could see how people would think that. And that actually should have been the narrative, that I ambushed her. But on the after show, we see that she said that she knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
So now with her oversharing information, now we know that it wasn't an ambush and that she knew it was happening before I even knew about it.
Mm.
So the fake rage that came about, I was confused in how I'm not a friend, and you waited 3 or 4 months after the scene actually happened to be mad when the episode played out, when you actually lived it and was good with it. It just baffles me so much. So she knew about it. Like she said that she also said I found out the day of. And she was mad that I didn't tell her, even though she held on to it for a week. So I'm gonna let y'all do with that what you will.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's real and it's unheard of in the reality space. The girls love to talk around you, talk in the bushes, child, talk in the skies of life, honey. But they don't keep that same energy in person. And you're the type of energy that you like a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate that when you are that kind of nucleus, kind of play that nucleus position in a friend group, you kind of want to get everybody together on the same page if possible. And right. Drew Friday, you were not wrong. Her name does ring sourly in people's ears because you're in a lot of people's mess and bullshit that has nothing to do with you. So I can see why the kids are mad.
Hey, and I would even tell her off screen, because like she said, like, we were actually friends, like outside of the camera. So I would even ask her, I'm like, I'm gonna have to get you in the scene because I want to ask you something, because I feel like you inserting yourself in things and it's causing you to make unnecessary enemies, all for the sake of you claiming Team Dominique, Team Troy. You can still be Team Dominique, Team Troy and just offer advice and not put yourself in it. But right. You created all of this stuff to where now they got so much ammo to make you look like a troublemaker. And hey.
It's all on you. And for it to be your first breakout season, those are going to be the things that people remember the most instead of all the good things that you've done.
I'm glad it ain't me.
Period. How do you find that balance for yourself to kind of like just be so grounded in your own way and just be around the mess, but stay so far removed from it at the same time?
I think why it came easy is not knowing anybody. So I got the chance to know everybody at the same time. So
my bad. So you took the formula of a grown person and didn't insert yourself in other people that's been having problems already, bitch. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
You get what I'm saying? In layman's terms, yes, pretty much. I'm like, if I don't know nobody, how could I take a side? So I'm glad I didn't know nobody. So I'm just kind of, meeting. Okay, I'm meeting Rico Cassadine, getting to know him. I'm getting to know Troy and Dominique over here too. So don't nobody hold enough weight in my life at that point to feel like I need to take a side. Only side I would have had to take if it came down to it was Cameron. And still Cameron's grown. So I'll support you while you handling your own shit.
Oh, I had a question for you. If I can think about it again, I will. Oh yeah. When Drew called Rico with a K, I wasn't satisfied with what was happening. So, who did you believe in that moment?
You know what? I don't even remember what Rico with a K said.
Because he was half asleep in the bed with a yellow jacket on.
Right. And watching it back made me more confused. I'm like, wait, what was accomplished here? But the only thing, what I held on to is after Troy's HIV event, I had to hold on to that moment because Rico Cassadine literally went and got Rico with a K and said, hey, did I tell you that, something negative about Dominique? And Rico with a K said, no, you did not tell me that. So I held on to that as far as who I believed in the situation.
Mm.
So when I did the tally, it was like, okay, child, Cassadine 2, Dominique, I don't know. No evidence on this side yet. So
right. That's what I hate too. Like a bunch of hearsay, a bunch of bitches that just really have never really been in the same room to just really like have the conversation. That's why I really appreciated that scene and you just bringing Rico Cassadine like, girl, let's have this conversation.
Talk it out. Mm-hmm.
That's how we move forward.
Yep.
I wanted to talk about relationships, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
So in the show, we see that you obviously are telling, homegirl that you are taken and things are getting serious. Mm-hmm. What we know at this moment in time, that didn't work out, correct?
Correct.
And again, following you back to the previous show that you were on, we noticed that there was a lot of bumps in the road there too. Even after that season was over, I know you were with someone as well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Who are you talking about?
It was alleged that you were with Lando King. Is that true?
We did start to get to know each other for 4 months. Yes, 4.5, 5 months. Uh-huh.
Okay. So seeing all of these things, and I want to remove Atlanta out of it because I think it's a real community issue and not an Atlanta issue. Mm. What do you believe is the real problem with successful sustaining relationships in the Black gay community?
Social media.
Mm.
And not really the not the access to it or the platform itself, but it's the indulgence in it, now the art of communication has kind of been tarnished. Now you have the whole city girl mentality that's being imposed on a conventional gay society. Now people feel like, oh, if you want my attention, you're gonna have to spend a bag on me, as opposed to you're gonna have to treat me nice. You're gonna have to show me that you're a kind person. You're gonna have to court me in some way. What else? I just think it comes down to how social media has influenced the art of one-on-one communication. And then with Atlanta specifically, I know you said removing Atlanta out, but no, I'm not even gonna say that because that's a choice. What else? Just the integration of OnlyFans into Twitter. So now where you can't even scroll without seeing a nude body. You know what I'm saying? And now we calling sex workers content creators as a way of normalizing it. Now it's so easy to see. Where am I going with this, Chapman? Where you going, Isaac? You don't really care about people's minds or people are more disposable because now you get to see nudity, and maybe that's playing to your senses and you're interested in the sexual aspect of a person before the mental or psychological aspect or emotional aspect of that person. So I think it's all of those things, and we just got to get back to the old times where we just actually cared about getting to know one person without all of those distractions.
I believe you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I believe so many options out there now that with even music and movies and television, it's so exploitive, if that's a fucking word, exploitative.
That's it.
To the point, and like you said, normalizing sex. Remember, it was a surprise. It was a reward at the end of a hardworking day. You know, Mother Joe would come and serve you, child. Hello, God, and
Yes.
you'll receive the pleasures of life. Now we're so desensitized to sex or relationships. Now it's actually quite mind-boggling. I think it says something about what the next several years are going to look like. Not just for our community, just for people in general, because no one's getting married like that anymore. If they are, they're not lasting. You really are questioning who is. I haven't seen so many broken bitches due to relationships, child, like I have like in the past several years. It's horrible. And I hope people understand the future trauma that's going to befall them and how that trauma is going to then circulate over to that generation, then that generation. And before you know it, we're just going to have a lot of polyamorous ass bitches who believe in polygamy.
Hey, and we halfway there already.
Yeah.
In that aspect, yeah, it's definitely a cycle being created. I hate to see it. And I feel like even me, like I'm affected by it, you know. My desire level has been affected to where I'm like, okay, I don't even desire if this is what's out there, and I'm being shown like the same thing over and over with different masks. It's like my desire level is low.
In a perfect world for Ike or Array, child, because we know there's two different types of people. Hello, God. Ain't nothing wrong with that, child. What would be your interest? Like, what would get you interested? Who would be the person that you could see yourself spending your life with? And what do those qualities and characteristics look like?
Look at you. Wow, that's a good question. Good question.
I don't know how the girls are so surprised with Barbara Walters, baby.
In the flesh. Wow.
Yes.
In a perfect world. You know what? What has bothered me? Oh, let's go there.
Take another sip.
It's just water, but
yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what you doing, honey. That's a veteran. He said, I'm not finna drink in these interviews. Y'all bitches ain't finna get me wrapped up and I can over my words, honey, and say the wrong thing. Okay.
No, but my problem has always been the reciprocity. It's always been one-sided in a sense, you know. I've always been interested and into and desiring the person more than they desire me. And I think a part of that is these unnecessary gender roles that have been placed on our community, that plague our community. So I'll just say it. It's hard being a top, wanting to be treated like a bottom. Sometimes you know what I'm saying? Like, am I always gonna have to initiate? Am I always gonna have to court? Am I always gonna be the one that gotta bring the food home and set the dates up and plan the trips? Like, I've never received as much as a goddamn. Have I been on a date? I don't even know if nobody even just asked me on a date. I always had to set that shit up. So it's hard. I would like to feel like the same things that I give off. I want some flowers every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I want to be thought of. And
bitch, in the words of Destiny's Children, I'll cook your dinner and so much more. What's the tea, hun? You gotta come to Florida then, bitch. If that's all it is, then what's the tea? I got you, man. I cook. Hello, God. I plan dates and stuff. Hello, God. Like, I like wine too. Hello, God. Like, what the fuck? You said the perfect word, plague.
Plague.
And that's what I need people, like when I was watching Dominique and his boyfriend, I'm just thinking to myself, why is the boyfriend so fucking mad that Dominique took it upon himself to initiate an engagement proposal to you? We are men at the end of the fucking day. Stop. And then themselves hate the gender role thing, but then you apply it to yourselves anyway. It makes no sense. And then you wonder why things are not working out that way. There's nothing wrong with a bottom doing things a man that happens to be a bottom should be doing any fucking way.
That should not be a factor at all. And I saw the live comments, the live chat as well, just kind of be taking on that same. And I'm like, wait, why are y'all mad that this man has confessed his love to somebody who he's in love with? Like, what does that have to do? Love you too, brother. I see my brother in the Kenneth. Love you too. I don't understand that, but it plagues our community bad.
It's horrible. And people are missing out on their blessings, on what could be a forever type of love. We're always, oh my God, oh my. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm not into feminine men. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's just period. That's not. I can't do another me, bitch. We can't be both that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But if I had a top guy, you so to speak, hello God,
I'm feminine. No, wait a minute. Okay, I don't.
Now I'm not gonna lie. When I saw you in that Organza, child, in that damn confessional, when you had on the goddamn Game of Thrones, child, I said, "All right, Daenerys Targaryen, honey, you go ahead and let the girls know the House of the Dragon is upon us." Yes,
I love it. I love it. I'm not as to me. I don't see the masculinity that everybody else be seeing. So, ding.
It's my best friend. He's in the chat, child, and he's just texting me, laughing at the interview. You know, everyone knows I'm a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike, honey. Thank you,
hey,
boo. I love you. And shout out to everybody in the chat that's going up, honey. I really do appreciate y'all. Cassidy Alice here. Rico Cassadine is in the building.
Yes.
Key and Carrie are here, child. Spicy Original. A lot of the kids that have been following, that love the platforms, and that obviously love you, honey, are here today. So appreciate you guys so much. Do you feel, and I know you posted on Twitter not too long ago that you had like 3 dates lined up for the week, child. Hello, guys.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. I didn't even know we follow each other. Do we follow each other on Twitter?
I don't even, you know what's crazy is I have a Twitter and I never go on there. So the day I went on there, I saw your tweet and you were like, oh, I had like 3 dates lined up, or you said something about towards the end. I forget what the ending was, but I was like, okay, so that let me know right there. I was like, okay, so you're not with that person you were talking about in the show.
This is a true journalist, y'all. The tweet says something like, I got 4 dates lined up tomorrow, and it's gonna be what I said. It's gonna be 3 once one of them see it. Once one of them see this.
Oh
tweet.
yeah, that's what it was.
But it wasn't. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I'm not talking to the guy no more. It wasn't dates, so to speak. Though it was like 4 different people wanted to see me, and I had committed to all 4 of them. I'm like, Lord,
ain't nothing wrong with that. You single,
right? It's end up staying home anyway. So
okay.
Hey,
I don't think there's nothing wrong with having multiple dates. You're trying to find the right one. And can I ask you this? Do you feel like, do you rush in relationships? Are you quick to be the I love you person first? Because let me ask this question. We could say there's a lot of problems with people, but I think sometimes, and again, I don't know you like that, so I'm asking this question. I'm not putting this on you. I'm just asking this question.
Yeah.
Could you look deep within and ask yourself, could there be something about you? Have you? Go ahead.
Yeah, I have. Pre Wish You Were Here, I was that romantic that was ready for it to happen. I wouldn't say that I would rush, but I was excited and I would let them know where I am at all times instead of kind of letting it flow, so to speak. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm about as close to perfect as it's gonna get. Like it's always the other person. It is, and I would just say it because I'm hard on myself, so I would know. I think what it is that a lot of people ask for the real deal. I want the real deal. I want the real deal, until you're confronted with it and you realize that you have to shift certain things in your life now, you know, because now you got the real deal. So it's like, what you gonna do? What do you bring to the table? Am I enough? Now you talking about you anxiety, and I've self-sabotaged when I get close to a person. Oh, but you didn't know about those traumas when you were single. So yeah, I'm sorry. It's always the other person.
Child, I know that's right. So you walk in the awareness of yourself enough to know, like, if it were you, you'd be able to identify that. And you'll be okay confronting that.
Definitely. And the crazy thing is, I haven't had so much experience to even say that it's been me, because I've had, I would say Atlanta, I didn't start like a real relationship until I was in Atlanta. I had one relationship, and then I had the other relationship, my second relationship that, you know, that was the heartbreak that created that song. And like you said, after that, I tried to get to know the boy who you named. And then it's just been kind of like casual dating here and there, and nobody ain't lasted more than a few months. So
I'm just like, because I've had very few moments. I don't even classify some of the things that I've been involved in as relationships because of what we just talked about, like the plagues of it all and the raggedy bitch fucking the trauma of a lot of these niggas out here in the world. And I'm not gonna lie too, like I'm still stuck in that life of we're looking for the masculine trade type and all that kind of stuff, which I feel like is the downfall of a lot of the femme kids in our community. Like we're looking for that thing, and it's a trauma thing I think we're all gonna have to like get over eventually. Because when you look at the way of the world, by the time the next 10 years comes, everybody gonna be a damn near feminine bottom. Period.
And you know that's a lot of, and that's the crazy thing, because I would think that because I'm so open, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Living like out anything. Like I know our community, no facts, no femmes, no positive, no trans. I want all of that. Bring all of that over here, and we, you know what I'm saying? But it's the mentality. It be the mentality, and it be the what we have allowed society to impress upon us. So maybe we'll figure it out one day, y'all.
Now, Kat, you know, my friend, fellow reviewer, child of the show, he has a question, a statement and a question. But he says you're the one that's choosing them. Why do you think you choose men that aren't compatible?
Good question. Good question. A lot of the people that I attract I find out that they are broken. And I have a natural sense to nurture. I'm an empath. So a lot
What's
of
your
times,
sign?
huh?
What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
So a lot of that brokenness I was attracted to because at some points it became, I want to fix you. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be good for you if I fix you, and if I fix you, you'll be good for me. But that's a good statement. Yeah, I am picking so I don't know. I don't even know.
Because there are like in Cat, you know, we talk about this all the time privately, that there's a lot of broken bitches out there. So once I get to know you and like that first date or two, my spidey sense can be like, girl, you are a broken ass bitch. This ain't finna work out, girl. So you got to keep going through until you find someone that's not, you know, the opposite of what the hell you actually looking for.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And living where you live, unfortunately, I know I said I wanted to remove Atlanta from it, but Atlanta is known to be a pass around type of city, unfortunately. I can't wait to the day where that is dispelled and rooted out, because like I really feel like for it to be the Black gay Mecca, there's not a lot of positive influence or impact when it comes to love and relationships. And like you said, we have all these different quirks about us that we're so easy to get rid of people and throw people away for dumb shit. We're not even trying to get to know anybody anymore.
Yeah.
You know, Tate, if that's your name, Ike actually was saying the opposite of that. He was like, nobody actually courts these days. You got to court people to get to know them. I think Tate misunderstood what you were saying earlier in the conversation.
Oh, okay.
But courting is old fashioned. Like that's how you really get to know people. You know, you for real, because people are using folks nowadays, child. You got to be careful about that.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this: do you think that people sexually objectify you, and that's why, like they initially, do you feel sexually objectified?
No, and I hope not. I don't see myself as the.
Because look at the reaction to you. The girls are sweating. Their pussies are wet, child. The pussy is like turned over and ready for you to sign off on. They wish you were here, bitch. Hello, God, honey. You know, so that's a sign that you are in a lot of ways being, you know, yearned for, objectified, maybe, in a way.
Know, it's the most ridiculous thing ever, because I don't see myself as that. I still see myself as the high school, like how I looked. It's weird to me. Even people say word like heartthrob of the show and daddy, and I have trouble accepting that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just so far removed from that And the physical aspect of that, I don't know, because I don't get it when people do that. So, but I don't feed into it. If that is the case, it's never been direct. And if it was direct, I wouldn't feed into it, because I have, even these days, I have casual encounters with people. So I know how to get that if I wanted.
Is that what we're dressing it up as?
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna let you get away with that. I'm a wordsmith too. I know how to gloss shit over.
You are definitely a wordsmith, a lexicographist in your own right.
I have a minor and a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and a PhD in hoology, child. So I understand. Hello, God.
So
let me ask you this: you mentioned a glow up, and I obviously must recognize that you did have a glow up phase. With that glow up, did that accompany a whole phase?
The whole phase happened last year for me, I think.
Oh,
yeah, I just got into the whole phase, and started to.
So you wrecked some girls' pussies, you and hearts.
No, not hearts. See, whenever
they knew what the T was.
Oh yeah, this is strictly like link ups.
Late in the midnight hour, God turned.
That and nothing else. Wait, I lost you. Are you still here?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
I said, so you said the link ups. I said that was late in the midnight hour. God turned it around.
Yes, definitely that. And that's the thing. Like when it, and that's what I was, I guess, trying to say. Whenever it's casual, the heart ain't even involved. So there's no mix up, none of that. So yeah, the whole phase was last year for me.
And you're done.
Nah, I'm not done.
Oh, child. Choo choo, chugga choo choo. Honey, out here living for the streets, honey. I know that's right.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I know.
So that goes into my other question. So at this moment, there's no one that's interesting that you want to be exclusive with?
Golly, good question. There is a guy in my life that we be trying to figure it out. I think it was one point where I was ready and he wasn't, had to get over some things. And when he circled the block, it was just like, okay, my desire level had gone down because I had been went through a couple other people, and it was just like, okay, child, same old thing, and how people kind of drain and take away your energy. So we recently reconnected.
I bet they drained you. Huh.
Not like that.
Took your soul, bitch. Get over here, child. They Mortal Kombated your ass, honey.
YB got a lot out of me tonight, y'all. I don't usually conduct myself in this way. But no, yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. And right now I'm moving next year. My plan is to move to Texas next year, so I'm not really trying to do anything serious. Was I supposed to say that? Yeah.
So let me ask this question: would you be interested in joining the fray over there with the Chasing Reality brand?
I don't think
they are. I know this to be factual. And I don't care about spilling that tea because I am who I am.
So at what point what
they'll be back next year. Well, I believe at the end of this year.
No, I don't plan on driving 4 hours to Dallas.
Oh, so you're going to Houston?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan.
Ike. Oh.
Yeah, it's time. I'm at a point now where I'm missing family. My mom, when I thought about it, I'm like, I only get to see my mom 5 to 10 times out of 365 days. And the way the world is now, things are happening so fast. I don't want to regret not having more time with her. So I want to move closer to home. That's really the only, so I can put all of my dreams, Atlanta, I've seen, I've come, I've seen, I've conquered.
Oh, you came. you came. Child. You came on a lot of the girls.
Where you at, Mike? Ding ding. So yeah, it's I think it'll become more of a plan in the fall once I just figure out where I am, because I got some other stuff planned. We'll see how it turns out. Then Chasing, from what I hear, it's looking good for Chasing Atlanta. So, yeah.
And there's other production companies and different things like that. I think anybody would be lucky to have you on their platform. But, Chasing's the reigning Supremes child, and they're going to give you everything you need, require, and desire. So maybe one day in the future they might have, or maybe you can spearhead your own. I could see you behind the camera getting the girls together.
Nah, I don't know if I love it that much.
Yeah. Which is my next question. Where do you, obviously Texas is in the future, but in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself going? Where do you see your destination at?
Ooh, next 5 years, I plan to definitely be closer to home. Okay, Mike. Period. I plan to be closer to home because I feel like by the time, I feel like I've given a lot to Atlanta as far as pursuing my dreams. I came here to pursue my dreams. On the flip side of that, I have a great career that I didn't know that this would be my career, but I work in healthcare technology and
okay,
been with them for like 4 years now. So, family is next for me. I miss my mama so much, and I'm okay with next 5 years. Like, I'm getting older, just slowing down a bit, and still kind of pursuing my dreams in a sense, but just doing it with family in mind, because I feel like the last 3-4 years I have been neglecting my family. So I would hate, God forbid, something happens to where I miss out on that. Yeah, that's the most important thing to me right now.
And let me ask you this: any thoughts about maybe one day in the future having a family of your own? Is that something you could see yourself doing?
Shit, a family. I'm trying to go on a second date. We
Well, okay, I guess my real question is, could you see yourself having kids or, bringing life into the world?
I do want a child with my DNA. And here's the other thing. I want a woman, too.
Oh.
I definitely want a woman in whatever form. It don't matter.
Have you plowed the fields of a woman before?
I was talking to a girl before I moved. Like, the last girl I was talking to was literally like months before I moved to Atlanta. 2015. But the problem I be having now is that women are not into no bisexual men, not black women.
I was gonna say, well, believe it, child, these girls are out here eating booty holes and doing all kinds of fucking crazy shit with these niggas just to hold on to their man. You just gotta find the right black girl, because Keisha, Isha, and Misha are out here doing things too. Honey, don't let these black girls fool you no more. They are on the freak path. They said these white women can't hog all the booty holes. We got to get some too. Trust.
I don't know. I would like to be with a woman because I want my child to have my DNA. I really do.
So to be with a woman means like you would live your life with her, or just use her as, not use her, excuse me, Lord, but as the mother, basically.
Oh no, I would be with a woman. Like, I would definitely be with a woman, even like right now.
Child, I got to get into this question. You done open up this can of worms for me. I like to dive deep. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Could that be because you may also internalize some type of, fear with the two men raising a child thing? Are you against that or for that? What are your thoughts?
Oh, no, it's not that at all. I think what it is that I'm still attracted to women. That's why I'm into, women of trans experience as well as, the most feminine boys. So,
okay. Hey.
Period. But I'm all for the two male parent household. Like, I believe in that. I've seen it done well. Yeah, I'm not against anything.
Okay. So I guess that's my question. If you found yourself with a man and y'all both were in the same mind frame, you could see yourself raising a kid, like doing, because you could still do that with your DNA, artificial insemination or child. If you want to be hood, go down to Rice Street Child around the corner and incubate the girls with a turkey baster. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just saying though.
Incubate the girls with a turkey baster.
Child, and if you want to, these studs out here nowadays, they don't mind letting you slide on in, child. They want to have babies too. That government assistance shit is high right now. We all need a WIC voucher, bitch, and some damn stamps, honey. Hello, God. Bitch, that government cheese is sitting there real good right now, child. Hello, God.
Yeah, I'm open. I'm open to a lot of things. I really am.
Okay. My last question for you. I like to get off of the things, and I like to go. Well, I ask this question to some people that I find interesting enough to ask this question to, because I think you're going to be creative enough for me. You stumble upon a lamp, a magic lamp. You dust it off, and a gay queen genie pops out. Hallelujah, bitch. You're given 3 wishes. What are they?
Oh my gosh. What are they? This is where y'all gonna think Ike is deep, but he ain't that goddamn deep. I want $1 billion. I can get anything.
3 wishes, they're unlimited. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. World peace. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. And let's go ahead and end world hunger as well. And I think we took care of everything. You know, that's why everybody taking care. My family is taken care of because I got.
Now, let me back this up. You wasted the wish, because technically when you say world peace, if the world is at peace, that means the girls ain't hungering no more, neither shall they thirst anymore. Hallelujah.
God damn it. You know what? I was so in the mind frame of people getting killed and violence and crime when I said peace. But
because if we're all at peace, that means my belly is full. Hallelujah. The bar is pouring, amen, with wine, freshly crushed grapes from non-child slavery. Hello, God.
I did waste one. God damn it.
Okay. You're an interesting person. You're a talent. You're a gift. Your genuine nature definitely flows through these streets and throughout the community. I'm so pleased that we all have an opportunity to see someone as yourself on the platform representing the LGBT community to a great standard. Thank you for giving us you. I hope it's not the end. I know you're moving, and I hope we get to still see you around, because we'll be missing you, honey. Hello, God. And if I'm ever in Texas, you know, my bestie lives in Texas, child, out in Houston to be exact, actually. So I might have to come out there and, you know, see you, honey. We'll go to Waffle House, child, or something. Okay, I'll plan it, child. I'm gonna plan us. We're gonna go to Waffle House. Hello, God.
They go to plan.
Yeah,
I was asking for the plan. They go to plan.
We're gonna go to Waffle House. We're gonna go. Kat, what's that place you like to go to, child? The burgers and shit. Whataburger. Hello, God.
I'm so easy.
But you Southern, so I like to cook, and I love to cook Southern meals. So I might have to throw down for you some smoked turkey legs, child. You know, some collard greens, some cornbread, some mac and cheese, honey. Hello, God.
Hey, that's the way to my heart.
And other things. Hello, God.
Take notes, girls.
Actually, don't. You're not stealing my shit, bitch.
I love it. I love it.
And I feel like I asked everything that I wanted to ask. Is there anything that you would like to say to the people that I may not have talked about, or just something that's been on your mind?
No, you know, the reason I don't have anything to say is because you've covered a lot of bases. I just want to thank you for welcoming me on your platform. Thank you for the kind words. It literally takes one to know one. I think we share a kindred spirit and a kindred character because,
It just froze. Repeat all of that one more time. I apologize. I don't want to miss nothing.
Oh, what did I say? I said, I think there's like a kindred spirit and a kindred character between us, because it definitely takes one to know one. So in the same ways you're encouraging me, you are equally vital to our community. The way you speak, the things you speak about, the things you pour into, because I literally watch your platform, like outside of the reviews, and you've had some people on and topics that you've addressed that can only enhance our community and make it better. So thank you for leading how you lead, and just for leaning into me and my craft enough to make me feel important enough to share space with you. I appreciate it. And thank y'all, of course, for making space for Chasing Atlanta. It means a lot to all of us. We couldn't be this engine as a whole if it weren't for the reviewers, if it weren't for the supporters and the people who pour into it on a regular basis. So I'm blessed by that.
Thank you so much. And any new music coming out?
Any new music? My God.
Because it seems like you're solely focused a lot more on the socks and trying to do other things. I see you still doing music in the show, but I do like the fact that you're this multifaceted entrepreneur. So
thank you. You know, it's actually the opposite. That's crazy that it reads like that. I guess I can see how it reads like that on the show, but I have my passion towards those socks is crazy. But music, we always trying to work on something and write something. So just stay tuned. We figuring it out.
I'm here for it. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Is there anything that you would like to blast? Let the kids know you got anything coming up?
No, y'all. Look, Chasing Atlanta every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We are back next week. Thank everybody for the love, because I be seeing the critiques, but I see the love too. So thank y'all. And continue to support YB. We need him. He's important.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, boo.
Take care.
You too. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Yes, God, honey. Y'all see, child, my husband. Oh, yes. He came, he saw, he conquered, bro. I love it. This just really lights the fire under me. I love interviewing, bitch. I really, really feel like I walk in that awareness. I walk in that. I love it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to big up myself, bitch. I be just, I Barbara Walters to the fucking bullshit, bitch. Hello, God, honey. Damn right, Cap. My man. Oh, and I do appreciate you guys for joining us this evening, honey. Hello, God. If you haven't had a chance to watch the replay, honey, we get into some things. This was my first interview of the year, honey. I don't think I've talked to anybody this year at all. Did I? I looked on the thing. I didn't see it. So, yeah, shout out to Ike. Shout out to Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Reality, the entire platform, girl. Like he said earlier, honey, they air every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, bitch, okay? Chasing LA also just dropped their teaser trailer. Make sure you guys are getting into that, honey. We'll probably do a, you know me, when the new girls come out, but I don't do the teaser shit. I'll probably do a car conversation with that. But when the real trailer comes out, the super trailer, I'll definitely be going live, and we'll get into that. And you did hear me correctly, y'all. I do know for a fact that Chasing Dallas will be coming back. I don't know if it will be this year, but Chasing Dallas will be back, honey. Okay. Houston also has some projects coming out. I know Reese G is working on some things. I don't know if it's going to be in Houston, but I do know that some things are in the works, girl. So you guys just support the platforms, girl. Hello, God. We're Black. We're LGBT. QI plus A 1 2 3 4 5, girl. So support the kids. Amen. Yes. And thank you all. Powerful. Welcome to the platform. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. This was a fabric interview, and you covered the important things. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tate. Great interview. You really are one of the best at it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Teresa. The Ghetto View. Hey, boo. How are you? Spicy Original. Oh, thank y'all so much. I saw Jace was in the building earlier. Honey, hello, God. Chef Jace. Hello, bitch. Yes. And Derek, husband of my husband. He said that Texas was full, girl. Well, I mean, when you're great, when people love you, they are like moth to the flame. So, hello, God. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. I have to get ready for work. It was a pleasure to be back in this full effect kind of way. I definitely love to walk in this space, and it's amazing. And again, I couldn't do it without your guys' love and support. And thank you for always loving on me as I love you, bitch. Thank you so much. You guys be blessed and never stressed. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend, girl. Hello, God. And yeah. Also, let me shout out Cat's Meow real quick. Last night I was at work and I was just going through some shit, right? I had to replay. I know this sounds like some real narcissistic, self-absorbed type shit. Shout out to Aaron Thomas, girl. Hello, God. And I had to rewatch my birthday video that Kat made for me. And it just like, because I've been feeling a way sometimes, like, you know, like I'm in this space and like, where am I going? What am I trying to do? Like, how could I be more consistent? Like, I feel like I'm falling out of love with this shit. And just watching the birthday video, just, you know, Denny Upkins and Jeff and, you know, everyone who participated in that video, just it just reignited a fire within me. So hopefully that fire stays lit. Hello, God. And we can get back to what we do best over here in the court of truth and justice. Amen. Yes, God. All right, y'all. I'm going to get up out of here. Again, be blessed and never stressed. Enjoy your guys' weekend. And love each other. Make the world a better place if you can. One small, you know, leap a day, bitch, can help. All right. All right, y'all. Remember that health is wealth. Take care, y'all. Bye.